Hello and welcome back to another episode of Build a Day. Today I was at a bit of a loss for what to build. I went Christmas shopping. That took longer than expected, so I haven't done any revision, which is useful for mocks, the first week after Christmas holidays. I just didn't really know what to build, and then I was thinking, did a bit of Googling, simple Minecraft builds, etc. I'm looking through those going, half of these are really, 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 really awful, and the other half aren't simple. Like I saw a galleon, like a giant ship. Like what? In what world is a giant sailing ship simple? Like, they are difficult builds to get right, and especially to get to look good, right? You can do a galleon or a frigate well, and it can look good, but there's a lot of fine detail in that build that is very difficult to get in Minecraft. So I was just like, And then I saw one thing, and then I reminded myself of something that I saw in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which I've been playing a lot of recently. I have mixed feelings about that game, but I won't get into it because we will be here forever. And we can't be, unfortunately. But there's been like loads of barns in that game, and loads of like warehousey type buildings in forts and stuff. So this is sort of inspired me to go, oh yeah, I can build a barn. So I started building the barn. And then I realised I'd probably have to do an interior. So it was, difficult. But now I have to explain what I'm doing because there's a little pillars in the way. Basically, I had gates and some fences in, and then that corner is filled with hay. Despite the fact there's a hay loft, we're going to ignore that sort of minor inconsistency. And then I'm adding in windows. And then dividers between the sort of areas. Now I'm changing the floor. I should have probably done the floor, I don't know, before I did any of the interior, because oh my word, it was so annoying to get around the fences and just a lesson for the future, I suppose. But I got that done. It was a pretty nice build actually. It took a little while. I think it took roughly 12 minutes. I mean, it's not like the longest build ever. I could have definitely put more detail and stuff, but for a build this size, 12 minutes is pretty quick. But the reason why it's pretty quick is because it's very formulaic. Everything is a 5x5 square. So you have pillars separated by 3 blocks, and you basically just fill in the 3 blocks with stuff, and that is literally just how you build it. It's very simple, and there's not really much else to it, really. And then you sort of slope up the sort of edges on the first floor, the ground floor, and you slope those up to the middle, and then the middle bit you make into a hayloft, which, if you can tell from the name, is where you put hay, you store hay up there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty simple build. Could definitely put more detail in it, but it looks good without extra detail. That's the thing I find with a lot of builds and a lot of builders actually, is that they search for areas to put detail in, and then they put the detail in, but then the build ends up looking messy and overcomplicated and overcrowded. And you get that a lot in like professional builds and stuff. And I don't like how it looks. Some people do. I don't. I think it looks too noisy. I think it looks too messy. And I much prefer simpler builds like this because they're just nicer for the eyes to look at. You can focus on something and you can guide people up to a focal point, what you want them to look at. I've sort of taken that from videos I watched of Grians. But anyways, the video is over. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow.